honestly. So yeah. Just say like that you want a mask and like it's just for decorating because it's fun. I mean, I do know who I am, and I think that's the issue. You know? Like, I like know who I am, but like, that's the point. I don't want people to know who I am. Yes, tongue, it actually can come off. So yeah. So that's really what I want to be talking about is like my actual issues I have, because I have some real issues, honestly. And I'm 14. So yeah. And while I'm talking, I do not want to hear anybody saying things like, you're not old enough to have that. You shouldn't be stressed. You shouldn't be stressed at your age or shit. But yeah. So, I'm going to be talking about. So, here's a trigger warning, everybody. No spamming. Spamming gets you put in timeout. So, I'm not trying to ignore you, I promise. But yeah, so something to know, like, so first, hello, something to know, before I start talking, this is going to be multiple trigger warnings. There's going to be self-harm trigger warnings, I want to talk, and there's going to be, like, trigger warning, so I am going to give you the trigger warning before it happens, before I talk about it, but do not give shit to me if your guys are like, oh my god, me, if I've literally said, like, trigger warning. So, there's a trigger warning for, self-harm, and eating disorder talk, and just self-degradation in general. So yeah. Those are all trigger warnings. And I may get emotional. So yeah. So. Well, already. The fact that I'm already getting emotional is crazy. Ooh. So yeah. I do remember you, yeah. Okay, so probably to start, when I was around so when I was around 5, I think. Oh my god. La 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 la. So when I was around 5, I think that's when my, you know. Thank you. I think I was around like 5 when my lying issue started. And oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. And I think, and they definitely got like, that's so cool. They definitely got my favorite color is yellow. It definitely got worse and worse until I was like 11. And so, you know, I started getting better. Hi. I started getting better, obviously. And instead of me being now like an impulsive liar, I'm like hiding myself from people. And that's what I think has caused a lot of issues, since it's just hard in general to deal with everything. And I think that was also part of why I felt like I needed to change my name, was I needed a new start. And I did. And I definitely got a new start. But when I was like 8, or to 7, I think I started making gear like a year ago. I started like transitioning to less impulsive lies and more just like hiding who I was, which ended up like obviously causing like, issues. And also my sister was having issues at the time, and so that happened. And then that's when I started to really like lose myself. And trigger warning. An ED trigger warning. So if you like trigger warning of an eating disorder. So if this is like hard for you to listen, do not listen, or at least continue with caution. So I started to get bad looks, with how I looked. At least I thought I looked really bad. So I kind of stopped eating when I was like 9. And, you know, that caused issues. Obviously, I'd like eat a lot and then I wouldn't. And because of my ADHD, I already had like issues of like binge eating. Yeah. Thank you. And then, like, my issues were like, my lying issues were bad, and then, you know, it got when I was like, it got better, and then, in 6th grade, again, humongous trigger warning, I started being suicidal. And I got help. And then in 8th grade, and at the end of like 7th grade, I got really suicidal. And so, you know, that caused issues. And around, like, yeah, of course. And again, this is humongous trigger warning. I had, like, you know, like, really bad thoughts in general at the time. And and I got in trouble for something. And because of my thoughts, I locked myself in my room. And I tried to... Never mind, okay. But yeah, so... yeah. But obviously my mom got me. But... and now it's just like... my eating disorder has come back. And I'm like not in a relationship. So everything's like really hard. Yeah, I'd love to be like friends with you. But yeah, so that happened, and so yeah, I really have been trying to get better as a person. But yeah, it's just really hard at some points, Thank you. So, like, I've been trying to get better. I've been trying to just lose my bad thoughts, but it's still super duper hard. And like, I'm trying not to be so like against myself, but yeah, that's really what I wanted to talk about. I really am trying to get better, but it's really hard, especially when I'm not like with anybody. And like, I know like that may be like weird, but like I've always felt more safe in a relationship than not in one. But yeah, so that's just really what I just really needed to get that out. And I'm so sorry for like venting to y'all. Oh, thank you for the hugs. So yeah. I mean, you can comment. I don't really have any ways for people to really who like aren't my real life friends to like talk to me. And it hurts. Since it's just like it just feels like I'm in a loophole. And yeah, of course, yeah. And like obviously I'm trying to get like better. And I'm just slowly getting better, but it's still hard. And especially when people will like tell me stuff like, you're too young to have depression, you're too young for this, you're too young for this. And this is the next part of everything. Yeah. Which one? I mean, I could show you my Vexy one, which is the one I'm known for. But yeah, like I got in a lot of and then thank you. So like when next part of my story, which is like now times Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Vexy is an alien cat mask, so, yeah, so the next part. I think this is when I started, I go by he, him, Zer. I prefer Zer, but if you don't know how to use it, that's completely okay, just use he, him. Thank you. I think it was when I was, like, starting to lose myself, and I just really want to live life. Well, thank you. But it's just hard sometimes, And YouTube's never been the problem. I think, honestly, the problem is, and I've only, like, realized this around, like, a year ago, like, oh goodness, I started just, like, feeling bad in general, and it's just, like, I kind of realized, because I was just so scared of, like, everything, I just sort of didn't, I purposely grew myself up earlier than I should have. And now, thank you. And now, I've kind of realized I don't feel safe being all grown up. And, like, I feel safer not being grown up at all. So that's just really what I've been working with. But again, it's scary to tell my mom since she doesn't understand little space, I don't think, for at least how I use little space. But anyways, thank you guys for listening to my issues. I know this was super random, but I just really needed people, or at least someone to talk to. I love you guys. Stay safe. You guys are worth it. Bye.